Pokeball Chris here, and with how expensive the Pokemon TCG hobby is becoming, I know it's extremely hard for new collectors to come in and start building up their Pokemon portfolio. So here I am bringing you guys the top 10 Pokemon TCG cards, in my opinion, that are very well drawn out and very well underrated at a fraction of the cost at under $5 for you guys to go ahead and pick up and add to your portfolio today. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 1, we have the Exeggcute 192, 191 out of Surging Sparks. The reason why I'm selecting this Pokemon and this artwork right here is specifically because of the fact that, one, it's a Generation 1 Pokemon. I think it's so beautiful how they put Exeggcute out in my, like, at least what I would believe, a Miami, Florida type basketball court surrounded around multiple sports, right? You have the tennis ball racket, you have the skateboard, you have the towel, of course, the rollerblades, the tennis ball, and the basketball, right? So I just think it really just plays into, you know, catering to multiple sports fans, right? Outside of, you know, football, there's not a football there, but it plays into all of those other fan bases. And again, it's completely under $5. It's out of Surging Sparks. As you guys have seen in the graph shown right here, it is now reaching a market price of literally almost toppling over $5. So you're more than likely, at least in the near mint condition, able to find this from $4 to $5 in itself. But of course, with Pokemon packs becoming as expensive as they are, all of them averaging above $6 to $7, right? If you're looking for an artwork specifically or just trying to build a portfolio, I believe that this Exeggcute right here is a beauty to add to yours today. Coming in number 2, we've got the Noibat out of Journey Together 169, 159. Oh my goodness, can we just please appreciate the artwork that is going on here? The cave work, the Noibat in the cave with the translucent type river. It looks like goo. I couldn't even tell you exactly what it is, but it's this artwork right here, if I say so myself, is probably one of the, if not the most underrated out of all the 10 that I'm going to be talking about today. This Noibat is so beautiful, so heavily underappreciated. As we look at the graph right here, it was at a high of $6.50, which I still think is undervalued. I feel like this card should be at the very least $10 worth in value. But of course, market price that we're looking right now, recent sales at $3.80, and of course slightly under that $5 margin. This is something that if you do put into your binder, into your portfolio, I promise you it is always going to catch someone's eye. It is just something that I can never ever get over in terms of the artwork. It's just so beautifully made. If this was an SIR and the rarity of it was harder to pull, I guarantee you this card would be 20 times more appreciated. Noibat at number 2. Number 3, we've got it in the heat, local baddie, I might say. Mela right here, 236, 182, coming out of Paradox Rift. We're talking about a shotty who's got some fire to her, and on top of that, some playability for all my TCG players out there. Y'all know how I am when it comes to the Poke baddies, and Mela's one of them. Coming in at $3.64, market price actually at $2.70, so we're really below that $5 mark. This card has never seen the day of light above $3, yet I still just believe the artwork is so beautifully made. She's beautifully made, and its playability. So if you're gonna go ahead and add this card into your portfolio, I'll tell you right now, it's gonna at least catch someone's eye. I know it catches mine, but Mela at the 3. Number 4, we've got Probopass 182, 167, coming out of Twilight Masquerade. Guys, you guys already know if you've been following this channel for some time, and if you haven't, please subscribe. We have Probopass, and y'all already know how I am when it comes to the multitude of Pokemon being introduced into a Pokemon card. We've got Probopass with the Starly, with the Lotad, with the Bidoof booty hanging out in the back right there, right? And we've got, forget the dog's name, but nonetheless, we have a multitude of Pokemon introduced into one card artwork. Probopass sitting at a market price of $3. Again, highly under the $5 mark. And again, something that if you add into your portfolio, I'm telling you, this will not only attract the fans from one Pokemon, it'll attract the fans from a multitude of them. One of them being a fan favorite, or I would say like a meme favorite in the Pokemon world, that Bidoof, especially the Bidoof booty. Coming in at number 5, we have the Diancie Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery card. This card screams out in a portfolio, screams out in a binder. Anytime I see this at card shows, anytime I see this in my own binder, it just screams out value. Yet it is undervalued at that $3.75. Of course, market price being at a $2.65 card. But the Diancie, we're looking at the, look at the stones, look at the shining artwork. Diancie just right there, dead center in the middle. Might I say, this is one that is very heavily loved by the baddies in the Poke world. The ladies love this card. The men, me, myself, love this card. The artwork just so perfectly plays into what a Diancie is. And of course, like I said, it's under $5. You can easily add this into your budget. Diancie, number 5. Coming in number 6, we got the Magnezone. Again, if you've been following this channel, you know I'm a sucker when it comes to the working Pokemon. We've got Magnezone with, again, an inclusion of another Pokemon, obviously its own evolution line. We've got the Magnemite standing right there. We're all working around in an assembly line, right? For all my warehouse workers out there, you know how tedious a warehouse job is. This would be a Pokemon you'd love working with you in that field. Magnezone coming in at a market price of $2.80. Not just under $5, not just under $4, but under $3 in total. Again, a beautiful artwork. You want to go ahead and buy a pack for $6, $7, $8, $9. I don't know how much Crown Zenith is currently, or would you rather just have an artwork where you can actually have something you can enjoy compared to you know, buying a pack, opening it up, and getting nothing? Magnezone, number 6. Beautiful, beautiful artwork, assembly line, warehouse job. Number 7, back to the working Pokemon. We've got Timbur, baby, 183, 167 coming out of Twilight Masquerade. And on top of that, you have an inclusion of another evolution, the Conqueror. Conqueror? In the background, living up the high steel beam, you know, Timbur doing the wooden one. Of course, it may not just be as strong, but again, the beautiful artwork put in place. You have the men, you have the Pokemon in coercion, working with one another. Again, it says $5.45, but if you look at market price, you're still under that $5 mark at $4.45. And this card, again, in the past couple months, hasn't even reached above $5. Even if I look in a year, its top was at $9. So you're still buying it at a fraction of the price of its all-time high. Who knows if it'll eventually get up there, which I believe it will, because in due time, Scarlet and Violet era is going to cease to exist and be out of print, and people are going to start revisiting these sets again later down the road and start appreciating these artworks a whole lot more. We got Gardevoir, number 8, a fan favorite Pokemon. You guys already know how I am when it comes to fan favorite Pokemons. I believe that they're just so sought out after, but this card right here is so heavily underrated alongside a modest baddie, right? You see the modest baddie near her. But of course, Gardevoir being the fan favorite, a Pokemon people just love to cater to. This is coming out of Silver Tempest, you know, trainer gallery. And we have the market price just slightly under that $5 mark. If you see, most recent sales have been at $5.52, so the card may soon start to tap into that $5 range or slightly above it. But if you're looking to gain or access this card, I'd say buy it now, put it in your portfolio, because I just think it's beautifully made, and it's from Sword and Shield era, which is a whole lot closer to being out of print in terms of its, you know, miscellaneous items like booster packs and things of such. But Gardevoir, number 8, go grab it. We've got the Meditite meditating on the Jungle Vine, and I don't know exactly what it is you want to call it, but a Jungle Vine meditating with the Chatot flying in the background. Look at this artwork. Look at this, just screams Zen. This just screams tranquility, just screams peace. If you're wanting something to add into your portfolio out of Stellar Crown, and again, under that $5 mark, we're talking about adding the Meditite, however you want to pronounce it, into your portfolio right here. This artwork is just so beautifully made. It just screams, you know, vibrancy. When you put it in your binder, if you put it at your card show, it is just something that when you're looking, skimming through, someone's gonna sit there and appreciate the artwork. And again, if it's just for you to have yourself, better than you buying an actual pack and risking the gambling side of the TCG world. Let's add the Meditite into the portfolio right there under at $4.27. Let's put it in the bag. And last but not least, I tell you this right now, is the Toxtricity out of Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery. I've been talking about this card day in and day out every time I speak to my cousin, because he is in love with trainer galleries. He's in love with Galarian galleries. He just loves all of the artworks that are in them. But this one specifically just always jumps out at me, because it's like, these are legit Pokemon in the club. And you have a fan favorite starter, especially in the VGC side of things, the Rillaboom in the back, banging it out on the drums. It's a club for Pokemon, and you're getting it at $2.08, and market price at $2.30, and every single card that I've mentioned thus far is in near mint condition. Come on, you can't lose when it comes to an artwork this beautiful. And again, you're getting the male and you're getting the female versions of the Toxtricity. How can you miss? Those straight bangers. And with that, guys, I literally just gave you 10 of my top 10 cards to add into your portfolio at definitely under $50 mark, each being under $5 each. I hope that you guys, appreciate the content that I'm putting out. I do appreciate the views and likes and comments that every single one of you guys put under these videos. It just lets me know that what I'm putting out, you guys are enjoying. So I just appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Pokepal Chris, I'll see you guys next week.